answer to? I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet.
Hello, Cuban Writer here, and I wanted to geek out with you about another moment during Season 2 of The Expanse. As you know, I really like The Expanse, and I wish I had thought to start reviewing it from the beginning. But since I didn't, I've decided to isolate a few memorable moments from the show, which really made my geek heart sing. One of those moments was when the Rocinante, good guy spaceship, was about to enter combat, and they depressurized the interior of the ship, and they all put on spacesuits. Why? Well, once I saw it, it was obvious. You're entering combat. People are shooting at you. Holes are going to appear in your ship, and there's going to be explosive decompression if you don't depressurize yourself safely to begin with. They do engage in this procedure during the show where they depressurize the ship. They briefly explain why, and then they enter combat. There's been a lot of coverage of this combat in the nerd community and the fan community, but there's been very little said about the decompression of the ship just before the combat, and this is the one moment that really impressed me. This is where I thought, these people are really thinking about things and how they work. You don't see this in Star Trek or Star Wars or any other science fiction series that I can think of. But in this show, they think, well, what's going to happen? How do we handle it? Rather than have emergency force fields, which aren't realistic in this setting, or emergency bulkheads or foam that seals the openings, you assume there would be some kind of lag for all of these things before they activate. But by depressurizing the ship yourself first, you don't have to worry about it. All you have to worry about is if a bullet or other projectile actually pierces a person or vital piece of equipment. Most of the inside of the ship is empty, so this makes perfect sense. Now, one of my friends has suggested that this is an actual Air Force protocol that they developed when the Air Force was thinking about going into space. Actually, as far as I know, they're always thinking about going into space. But they developed a protocol for combat in space in the unlikely event it should occur. And he said this was an actual procedure. I haven't been able to find anything on it yet, but I thought it was worth mentioning. Shout out to James, who said so that if we later find out it's true, he gets all the credit. Anyway, that's what I really wanted to highlight today in this Geeking Out with The Expanse. Thanks for listening. I'll catch you next time.
But you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer to.